Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today with our chicken breast, I am using a wild honey mustard dressing that I got from Whole Foods. You can use any honey mustard dressing. And I'm using some garlic pepper. And I'm gonna put my chicken breast in the bag as you see. Just add some garlic pepper seasoning. I'm gonna shake it up and marinate it, and then I actually go back and add some cayenne pepper to the chicken, just so that it can have a nice spicy kick, because I love spice, and this is a spicy Southwestern salad. You gotta have some kick. So I go ahead and just massage the chicken and let it marinate. I pop it in the oven. I pop it in my refrigerator for about 2 hours. You can actually let it sit overnight if you want, but just a couple of hours because we gotta eat. All right, so now we're gonna go into the black beans, which are my favorite. This is my favorite way to prepare black beans. It goes great over rice, just eating it like that as well. But I'm taking one whole tomato, dicing that up, 1/2 of a small red onion, dicing that up. I'm using 4 cloves of garlic that we're gonna smash and then dice as well. And then I also have 1 whole jalapeno. Now I will cut the jalapeno in half, and I'll de-seed one side and keep the seeds in the other half. You can leave both halves of the seeds in if you want. You can take them both out if you like. It just boils down to your taste preference. So I like a little heat. So now I have my can of Goya that I am going to drain and rinse. Now I have my clean pot. I'm going to add a little bit of canola oil to it. I'm going to add my onion and start sauteing that down. I want to really kind of bring out that sweetness in the onion. I was about to call it a tomato. But I really want to pull out the sweetness of the onion. Now I'm adding the jalapeno pepper, and I'm really sauteing that. I'm not really browning it, maybe giving it a slight golden color. You don't want to caramelize it too much. Now I'm adding my garlic, and I'm going to cook that for about 30 seconds until it starts to get really fragrant. And once that happens, you're going to go ahead and add your tomatoes. Your tomatoes it's going to cool down the pot a little bit because it has so much water in it. And so you really want to take your time and stew down those tomatoes. You want to kind of like dry them out a bit, make it into almost like a paste consistency. Okay, now I'm going to go in with some turmeric and some black pepper, because black pepper activates the turmeric, and then add some cumin, just a little bit, about a teaspoon. And we're going to continue to cook that down, really let those seasonings open up and get aromatic. Now we're going to add 1/2 cup of water. You don't need that much, just to kind of like deglaze the pan. And now I'm going to go in with 1.5 teaspoons of chicken bouillon. You can use any chicken bouillon you like, not too much, because that's our salt. We don't want to put too much salt. And let me tell you something. These beans right here, let them simmer for a good like 10 minutes so that those beans can really sop up that extra flavor and seasoning. You're not going to want to eat your black beans any other type of way. This is so good. And if you're eating them just over some rice, add some cotija cheese. I think that's how you pronounce it, but the Mexican cheese. Sprinkle it on top. You got a banging meal right there, all right? So now put it in a microwave safe bowl or any type of storage bowl. And then we're done. Now we're going to go into my cabinets here and pull out our George Foreman grill. I really wanted to grill the chicken, but it's kind of cold outside, so I ain't going outside to do that. So we're just going to rock out with the George Foreman grill. I have a little bit of butter. I'm going to take the butter and just kind of season the grill with it. And now I'm going to pop my chicken breasts in there. The chicken breasts are very thick. They're not going to cook all the way through on this George Foreman grill. And because it has all those flavors and seasonings on it, it's going to brown really quickly. But don't be alarmed. It's not burnt. I promise you. You want that beautiful color to it. And it also adds a nice little charcoaly flavor. And then also the residual marinade, just pour that over the chicken. It's not finished cooking anyway. We're going to pop it in the oven. I have the oven at 375. We're going to continue to bake the chicken after it's finished browning in the George Foreman grill for 15 minutes. I did it for 20 minutes. I felt like the chicken came out slightly drier than what I wanted. But, 15-20 minutes is a safe time to finish cooking the chicken all the way through. We're going to sit that to the side and let it rest. Now we're going to start chopping up our additional vegetables that we're going to be adding to our salad. I have the other half of my red onion. I'm using mini cucumbers. I love mini cucumbers because they don't hold a whole lot of water, so it won't make your salad soggy. They stay really, really crunchy, and I love that. So just adding that, and then I also have some cherry tomatoes that I'm gonna split in half, and the longer ones, the yellow ones, I'm gonna chop up in threes, or if that makes sense. I'll just chop them up. I'll dice those. I leave some long, and then I dice up some of the other ones just to have different sizes. So now we're gonna go on with this chicken and start chopping it up. I'm giving you a close-up here of how the chicken came out. It's still tender, juicy. You can clearly see that it's not overcooked, but I like my chicken slightly juicier than what we see here, although you can see them juices. That chicken was good too. That marinade was fire. But anywho, finish chopping up your chicken or slicing it into your desired sizes. And then we're gonna store that into a container along with the juices and pop it in the fridge until it's time to eat. Listen, I ate a couple of pieces while I was cutting up that chicken. It was so tasty. Listen, y'all can get that wild honey, a honey dressing, get it. All right, now hubby is making corn because he makes corn really well. Cayenne, thyme, a little bit of ground sage. We're using fire roasted corn, frozen corn, and he's doing a little bit of pepper and just tossing it up, and that's it. So Aaron is about to make some rice because he just had these beans. They might not look like much, but let me tell you something. These beans are delicious. Right, baby?
Make no sense.
They're like really, really good. So he's making rice to go with like the beans and corn, like in case, I have some drippage. Just in case we don't want to have like a salad, we can have the beans and the corn that he made over some rice or in the chicken. That chicken is really good too. So we have options this week. All right, so now on to the salad portion. I'm using some dino kale. I love dino kale so much. They're very fibrous type of kale. But if you massage them, they just absorb flavor and they get so tender. We're also going to use some baby kale, some baby arugula. I have my vegetable mix as well as some sharp cheddar, our chicken that we made. That's the dino kale, the corn, the black beans. And then we're also going to use some tortilla chips that we got from Whole Foods. They make these tortilla chips in-house. They're tequila lime flavor. They're so good. So now I'm going to chop up my chicken into bite-sized pieces. I like little pieces of chicken. You can do whole pieces if you like. I'm doing the black beans and the corn. I'm popping that in a microwave for 45 seconds. Now I'm going to add my arugula to a bowl as well as some of my dino kale. And I'm going to go in with my tomatoes, red onion, and cucumbers. Once everything is warmed up, dump that in the bowl with some sunflower seeds, a little bit of cheese, and for dressing, I'm using habanero ranch. I got that from Whole Foods as well, and it's really, really, really delicious. I love it so much. Now we're going to take those tequila lime tortillas and add it to a Ziploc bag and just mash them up and crunch them into small little bite-sized pieces. So yummy. And I like to use a couple of wedges of lemon just to add on top if I want to make my salad dressing stretch. So I only used about a tablespoon and a half of salad dressing. So that's it. That's what my salad looks like. It was divine, delicious. As you can see, I'm tearing it up. But y'all don't want to miss out on this salad. It was so good. I was like so shocked. It tastes like restaurant salad. So definitely try it. Leave a comment or any questions down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.